Hello, my name is Derek. I can't trade, I can't bank, and apparently I lack zeal. Hello, my name is Derek. I can't trade, I can't bank, and I've been in pest control for a while now. The main thing I'm doing is making broad arrows, but the nice thing about that is that I can pair it up with something else to make it 0 time. So for example, I can go into a pest control match, get my contribution meter up, and then spend most of the time just making arrows. And because I'm doing pest control, I can spend the points on passive prayer XP. I'm going for 91 fletching so I can boost +4 to 95 to make some dragon darts for the Desert Elite Diary, which lets me use the shortcut to the Cowfight Queen layer. Oh yeah, remember when I was doing a big Slayer grind? Me too. I've been making about 20,000 headless arrows per hour, and because you get 1 XP per headless arrow, that means I'm getting about 20k XP per hour too, which is not a lot, but once I finish making them, I can move on to attaching the arrowheads, which gives 10 times the XP. So things are about to get pretty fun. And that is all of them. And now for the part that my cash stack will hate. And there's 287,000 broad arrowheads, which costed me about 15 mil. Now I basically gotta do that whole grind again, but now at a rate of 200k XP per hour instead of 20k. Okay, so a bit of an update here actually. I just realized that I actually already have the pest points I need to get 85 prayer, which is the requirement for the Desert Elite Diary. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cash that in, and then instead of doing the rest of the arrows at pest control, I'm just gonna do them while bank standing, since I think I can get a much better XP rate if I don't have to keep my contribution bar up. This also means I won't have to go through my bagged dragon bones at all, and I can just keep stacking them up until I get the Hydra Claw. Okay, so I've never actually done this before, but I guess I just click to spend 100 points and confirm 21k prayer XP. That is wild. All right, let's break the XP tracker, I guess. And 84 prayer. And 85 prayer. All right, that is pretty crazy, going from 83 to 85 in 30 seconds or something. So I guess all I need to do now is attach these 275,000 arrowheads to the arrows. I'll see you in however long that takes. Okay, so a bit of an update here. It looks like I was definitely right about being able to get more XP per hour without doing pest control at the same time. Take a look at this. 420k XP per hour, that is wild. This is going to take under half the amount of time as if I were 0 timing it with pest control. And there's 86 fletching, 87 fletching, 88 fletching, 89. You know what? I have been doing this for a few hours now, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and finish it tonight. Just turn it into a 6-hour session, really. There is 90 fletching, that is dragon arrows and amethyst darts, which is pretty cool. One more to go. And there is 91 fletching, which is my goal. I am very tired, but I have about 15 minutes to go for this 6 hours, so let's close it out. And there is the nerd log. Let's see how much XP it was. Holy shit. 2.1 mil fletching XP in 6 hours. That's wild. Oh wow, actually that's that is number 8 of all time for UIMs. That is crazy. That's the highest I've ever gotten on the UIM leaderboard for anything. The highest I've gotten before this is top 50 for Dagonoth Rex when I was going for a Berserker ring. No, I'm not talking about that. It's not a good memory. All right, well, I'm gonna log off for tonight, but tomorrow morning I'm just gonna log in and I'll be able to complete the diary to start the day. It's gonna be great. Right, so I have made the tiniest miscalculation here. I need some dragon dart tips to make dragon darts for the diary. I still really want to get it done by the end of the week, so I'm just going to start farming some crystal implings, since that seems like the easiest way for me to get a small amount of dragon dart tips on demand. Impling number 30. Hey, there it is. All right, I am really glad I didn't go too terribly dry on that. Now, I should have everything I need for this diary task. Okay, I am in the Bedabin camp. Got my dart tips, and fuck, I need to get the pie to boost. Okay, so now I should have everything. the 20+ hour dragon dart. Let's finally get the rest of this done. Restoring 85 prayer points at the Sopanum altar, done. Casting ice barrage on something in the desert, done. And finally cooking a wild pie on the Narda clay oven, done. And there is the Desert Elite Diary completed. This diary actually has a few really nice rewards. The most obvious benefit is the Desert Amulet 4, which gives me infinite teleports to the Narda Shrine, which is basically a full restore just like the top tier pool in the POH, but also with an overheal added. It also fully negates desert heat damage when you're wearing it, so I don't really ever need to worry about water skins anymore, which is cool. I also get a 50k XP lamp, I can go through the Shantae Pass for free, and now I can finally use the KQ shortcut at 86 agility. God damn it. 84 agility. Agility sucks. 85 agility. Agility sucks. And finally, 86 agility. I hate this skill, but I can finally use the KQ shortcut for real this time. God, it just feels so good to be able to skip that big winding dungeon before the boss. Like, it doesn't even save like that much time in the grand scheme of things. I think I'm saving like 25% of the grind with the shortcut, but it's just so much nicer. I don't need to worry about my run energy anymore. And if I get a really bad phase 1, I can just start over without wasting too much time. Okay, that is the last kill. Unfortunately, nothing too noteworthy happened. I got a few Zammy wine drops, I guess, which is good, so let's see what we got next. Dagonoths in the Jormungand's prison. Alright, medium clue coming in. Ooh, cat mask. Why do you wear it on the top of your head? Oh, Dragon's sword. Not really too important, but it's a neat drop, I guess. I'd really like that harpoon, though. That would be nice. Ooh, finally, I got my first Dust Mystic piece. Oh my god. I was wondering when I was going to get one of those. And I guess it may be a bit sad since I won't be able to pull it out of the wardrobe unless I ever finish the set, but oh well. God, yes, finally a Hydra task. 152 of them. That took a while. I think that'll put me at like just under the drop rate for the claw when I finish the task. Oh my fucking god, there it is. Oh my god, 840. Holy shit, that was like the first kill of the trip. So, there we go. That is the Hydra Claw, one of the big things I was hoping to get from the Slayer grind. Now, by itself, this thing isn't that useful because you have to combine it with the Zamorakian Hasta to turn it into the Dragon Hunter Lance, so I think what I'm going to do first is just finish this Hydra task because it's going to give me a ton of money, and then I'll go back to Duradel Slayer and unblock Greater Demons. So I'll basically just be doing Calfight tasks at KQ until I get the Dragon Pickaxe, and then I'll be doing Greater Demon tasks at Zammy until I get the Spear. And I think at that point, it may be worth moving on from Slayer entirely. So I guess back to the Hydra grind we go. Okay, so that's 2 Hydra Claws. I really just need the one. I guess if I really wanted to, I could use this as like a throwaway one to risk it like KBD or something, but like honestly, it's not gonna be worth it to try and do something like that, so I think I'm just gonna drop this to the main for a free 34 mil there. And there is the Hydra Claw drop to the main. I don't drop things over in the Wildy, by the way. Even if it is quicker that way, I just do not want to spend any more time in the Wildy than I absolutely have to, especially when it would actually mean risking things, and big things like this. So back to Hydra, I guess. Okay, that is the end of the task. Didn't get the hat trick, unfortunately, but that is still crazy, getting my first Hydra Claw and then a second Hydra Claw on the same task. I think that's going to be the last Hydra task I do for a long time, since it's not going to be worth doing more Konar Slayer if I already have the Claw, so I guess we'll be going back to Duradel Slayer now, but first, I think I said this earlier, I'm actually going to go through all my noted Dragon Bones now to free up a bag slot since I got the Claw. Alright, so here's the deal. My name's UIM DMK, and I'm about to play RuneScape dangerously. We start by death piling in Prifddinas, which is where my respawn location is. I grab my noted Dragon Bones and a Locator Orb, run back to the bank to unnote 26 of them, and then die again. I then pick up the unnoted Bones and the Locator Orb. I use the Portal Nexus and my POH to teleport to Gorok, run to the Wildy Altar, use up the Dragon Bones, and then use the Locator Orb to die on the Wine Spawn. I then pick up the noted Dragon Bones, unnote, die, pick up the unnoted Bones, and do another inventory. I can rinse and repeat until my 1 hour death pile timer is almost up and then pick everything up. Theoretically, if I'm doing everything super efficiently, this should let me go through about 630 bones per hour for a total of over 300k XP per hour. So let's get to it. Oh, the Dude Where's My Stuff plugin now puts a timer on your screen if you have an active death pile. That's pretty cool. Ooh, I forgot about this. They actually changed the Wildy Altar recently so that it always uses up the first bone in your inventory, not the one you specifically use on the altar. This means I can easily just spam the last bone in my inventory without having to worry about making my way down the inventory or anything. This is like really nice. And is it gonna put a separate timer on the screen like every time I die? Oh god, that is you know what? I'm not turning it off. I'm just gonna see how many I can get stacked on the screen. Let's do it. Alright, that is 86 prayer. Oh, and that's a combat level too. I forgot the game does that now. It gives you a notification when you gain a combat level. That's cool. Oh, we got a PKer. Let's see if I can get through the rest of these. Yeah. Nice try. Nice try. Come on. And there we go. Holy shit, this guy is trying so hard. Wow. And 87 prayer. That is the last level we'll be getting from this grind, but I'm still going to go through the rest of the bones to clear out the inventory space. Oh, can he do it? No, he cannot. I wonder if I'll drop a loot key if it's just the orb. Ooh, another one. Yeah, this is not happening for him, I think. Dude, it is too easy. And that is the last of them. Did not lose a single bone to a PKer, actually. Gain is easy. All right, next task is Calphite. Yes, I can go back to Calphite Queen now. Oh, well, that is the second KQ head. I wonder how many of these I'm going to end up getting. 1 in 128, by the way. Oh, and now that the Desert Diary is done, these are pretty much as useless as the Alchemical Hydra heads. I'm just going to drop them. It's not worth like 2k prayer XP or whatever. Oh my god, dude, you are kidding. Dragon pickaxe, dude, that is 1 in 400. Holy shit. Okay, well, I have a dragon pickaxe now. One really nice thing about this is that it's storable in a stash unit, and the other items are pretty easy to get, so let's get those now. Oh, huh, it looks like they finally changed the dialogue for getting the Helm of Nada's back. It used to not give you an option, so if you enter the dialogue and you don't like click out or something, it would automatically take like 50k from your inventory and give you the helm without you actually like clicking confirm or anything. So now it looks like it actually gives you a choice for it, which is pretty cool. Okay, I am looking for rune boots here. They are 1 in 116 from the regular neck reels, so I'm just going to camp these with an arc light since I don't want to re-gear to burst the greater neck reels in the catacombs. Oh, okay, like 2 kills? Yeah, literally 2 kills and we have rune boots now. And there we go. Dragon pickaxe is now stored indefinitely. Very cool to have this on the UIM. I could have stored this at TOA. Fuck! Okay, I've thought about it, and I think I'm just going to keep the pickaxe in the stash unit, because I've already built that stash unit. If I end up getting another one from KQ, I'll store that one at TOA, so I'll have one in each location. Okay, so I think I'm going to just keep doing Calphite tasks at KQ until I get enough Zammy wines passively to go through the dwarf weed stack I have in my bag. I think it's like about 1,000 that I still need, so it's probably going to take like 1 or 2 more KQ tasks until I'm done with that. Although if I get the Zammy spear from a Greater Demon task before I'm even done with the Zammy wines, I think I'm just going to do the rest of the wines in the wilderness just to get it out of the way and move on. So I guess it's back to KQ then. The big thing I need is more Zammy wines, but if I get another dragon pickaxe, then that would be very nice because I could have one stored in both locations. Guys, you are not going to believe this. I found my alt. And that is going to be the end of the task, unfortunately. Actually ended up getting a lot more Zammy wines than I thought I would. I just need like a few more drops to be able to go through my whole stack of dwarf weeds, so that is something to look forward to. Hey, Calphites, once again, 172 of them. I'm gonna do KQ until I get the rest of the Zammy wines and then just do the rest of the baby Calphites. Ooh, there it is, the last Zammy wine drop, which means we're done here. I'm actually gonna go through and use up all the KQ rewards that I have in the bag, which should give me some good XP, and then I'll just go ahead and finish this task of the baby Calphites. Hard clue coming in. Oh, fuck, that is full Arma. No fucking way. And a Bandos top, which is cool, but I think that is full Arma. Yeah, that is the completed Armadil D'hide set on the UIM. So fucking cool. This isn't like an immediately useful thing, but it's still very, very cool having Blessed D'hide that I can just retrieve at any time. Plus, it'll be good for God Wars once I finally get a Greater Demon task. Ooh, yes, Greater Demons. Finally, I can go kill Zammy. Let me figure out what the gear's gonna look like here. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do the freezing and shadow method for Zammy. You basically just freeze them, and then you go ham with the shadow. For those who aren't aware, in the God Wars dungeon, you have to wear items that are affiliated with each of the 4 main gods of the dungeon, or else the monsters will aggro on you. Technically, you don't have to, and you can just run through to the Zammy area, but I get so little additional bonuses if I wear like Arata's Blessing instead of the Bandos one, so I'm perfectly fine with just having those extra god items. The only god I'm not protected from right now is Armadil, and I can just pray range as I'm running to the Zammy area since the Armadil monsters only use range. And here we are at the Zammy area. It drains your prayer when you enter, so I have to chug 3 doses of prayer pot, unfortunately, but oh well. And now for the shit part of the process, getting kill count. You have to get 40 kills on Zamorakian monsters before you enter the boss room, so I'm just going to be punching imps for that. This will go down to 35 when they finally release the combat achievement rework, because I'll automatically qualify for the hard tier, but unfortunately that has not happened yet as I record this. Okay, 40 kills. Let's see how this goes. Hello, voiceover Derek from the future here. Let's talk about a lot of the things I did wrong on this clip. First off, I was not praying augury, and after missing the first freeze, I immediately started running in the wrong direction. Once I finally did get the freeze, I did not think to also freeze the melee minion, so he's hitting me the entire time here. Now here I got confused since I got hit points XP, making me think I got the freeze, but it actually only froze the melee minion. After getting the next freeze, I did not stand as far away from the boss as I could, so there was a lot more running until I got the next freeze. I also got confused by the hit points XP again, so I took an extra hit from the boss, but I finally got the kill, and then immediately messed up the minion stacking so that I couldn't barrage multiple of them at once. As it turns out, Solo God Wars Dungeon continues to be difficult in the year 2023. Okay, I think I am starting to get better at this. I'm pretty consistently getting at least 3 kills a trip now with this method, but unfortunately the big limiting factor seems to be how quickly I can land that freeze. It is really unfortunate because sometimes you can get a really good first kill where you use like no supplies and it feels like it's going to be the start of a really good trip, and then on the next kill you splash like 7 times in a row and then everything goes all Captain Crunch's oops no supplies. Oh geez, I got scared by the pop-up. 50 KC Krill Suitsroth Adept. Okay, things are definitely getting easier here. That is the end of a 17 kill trip. Man, it is just frustrating, honestly. I know it's obvious to anyone who's done God Wars Dungeon before, but it's just really annoying knowing that you can't just get back into it when something like that happens. And you have to spend a bunch of time running back and getting kill count and everything. And I want to kill the boss. Okay, I'm whatever. I'm going to keep at it though. Let's keep going. Okay, that is going to be the end of the task, but I'm going to see how many kills I can get with this trip anyway. It's not like I have to be on task to fight the boss like Hydra. Okay, 4 kill trip, but I think I'm actually going to try and do some more trips off task now just to see how it goes. I think it might be surprisingly okay now that I generally understand the method, so let's try that. Alright, I have made some slight gear adjustments now that I'm off task. I'm using the Farseer helm now instead of the Slayer helm, and I've also stashed the Slayer helm and the Dragon Defender, which gives me another inventory slot, which I filled with an extra prayer pot, so let's see how this goes. Hey, that is 100 KC, Krill Suitsroth Veteran. Oh, hey, 127 KC, that is the drop rate for the spear. We're officially dry on something, that's new. Okay, checking in here. Doing this off task is easier than I thought it would be, but it's still really inconsistent. The whole method is reliant on landing the freeze, and obviously that gets significantly harder when you don't have that 15% accuracy bonus from the Slayer helm. I'm still having fun doing this, but I think the issue that's going to catch up to me soon is that my cash stack is really starting to hurt from this. The Tumeken Shadow is a really powerful weapon, but it is also extremely expensive to use. I'm wondering if sometime later I'm gonna have to go back to Konar Slayer purely just to get another Hydra task to beef up my cash stack again, because that seems to really be the only moneymaker that I have at the tier that I would need to sustain myself doing this all the time. Dragon Spear? What? Oh my god, that is rare. Not exactly the spear I'm going for though. Yes, there it is, the Zamorakian spear. Holy shit, we are done here. Let's get the fuck out, dude. Okay, I think I have everything I need here. Let's make the bronze spear for the barbarian training, and the bronze hasta. Mr. Otto, can you convert Zammy spears? Alright, there is the Zamorakian Hasta. It is a one-handed version of the spear. Would have been really cool like 5 years ago. And now let's attach the claw. Holy shit, dude. Dragon Hunter Lance on the UIM. Here are the bonuses. It is primarily a stab weapon, but it also does okay with slash and crush. But the big reason I have this is that it boosts accuracy and damage by 20% against dragons. It's also a 4-tick weapon, which means this is now my new best in slot weapon for Ulm's melee hand. I was previously using the Fang, which is a 5-tick weapon, which means now I can start finally learning the 4-to-1 method at Ulm's once I go back to the Chambers of Zamorak, I guess. I haven't really been talking about it much, but I do have a bit of a master plan for the UIM's account progression. I'm going to be going back into the Chambers of Zamorak hopefully soon, but there's just a few more things I'm going to need to get on the UIM first. And the first of those is going to be one of my favorite pieces of content in the entire game. Herblore training. Oh yeah, and then the Tombs of a Mascot as well.